There is something that have annoyed me for a long time now, and now is the time to share my annoyance with all the good folks on the internet. The bus stops. Actually, I mean any kind of public transport stops. You see, I live in a country that have a lot of bad weather. It is not England, but bad enough. I live in Oslo, Norway, and we do have a good mass transit system here. However, my grief is with the bus stops, the subway stops, really any kind of place where people enter and exit the mass transit vehicles. As you can see, it usually have a little shelter. It is not very impressive, it is usually just 2 to 3 walls and a roof, but it gets the job done during lousy weather. But what also happens in lousy weather is that people will cram under the shelters, and it never fails that most of these people are wearing raincoats and or holding an umbrella, leaving the rest of us who are not ready for the next flood literally out in the cold. This baffles me every time. The people best equipped to weather out the bad weather are also the ones who will take up most space under the shelters. And if you think they will move to give you room, you better think again. They seem quite happy to leave you dripping wet in the rain and pretend like they can't see you there while they stay high and dry. Or at least dry. Now, sure, I might not be as prepared as they are, and that might be my own fault for not paying attention to the weather forecast. But how about some common decency? If you are dressed to endure the harsh weather, then get your butt out in said harsh weather and warm yourself with the thought that you might have saved someone from a bad cold or worse.